The AyeAye meeting presents CrownTalk. Welcome to CrownTalk. I am Reid, aka Re'Becca, aka somebody's daughter. And my dad is here today. How would you like to be called?
Poppa Joe.
Okay, we have Poppa Joe here today. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I reached out to you because you are my dad, and tomorrow is recording today, but tomorrow is Father's Day, and I'm always blessed to recognize you as my dad. So welcome.
Thank you.
How are you, sir?
Fantastic.
Wonderful. The reason why I wanted to sit with you is because growing up, you always made sure that you were in my life, which I know is an option, and you made a choice to be there for me regardless of
Yes, ma'am.
whatever happened. When we stayed here, you stayed in Alaska, I remember that you sold your shop and you moved here.
Sure did.
So can I ask what made you make that decision, that choice?
Just to be back home with my family and spend time with them and make sure I can provide for them.
And I appreciate that. I know coming here was hard because you had to balance, finding a new job and then taking care of us. And how did you find that balance, or you just knew that you wanted to be here per se?
Well, I know I wanted to be here, and finding the job I want was kind of hard at first, but you got to start from the bottom. So I started working, and I know it. Income got better, everything got better.
Right.
In time.
And I remember, because I was talking to this with the other guys that I was talking with this morning, how you would say when you applied to jobs that you would go in there like you didn't know anything, and that was how, you kind of got a step up because you knew stuff.
Right.
But it was just like saying, I'm going to go in there and not know anything.
Right. Sometimes you have to go in there thinking that you don't know too much because they always think that, okay, if you come in knowing everything, then we don't really need them.
Right.
Because they try somebody else that we can learn and teach how to do stuff our way. But sometimes you go in there thinking, okay, I know how to do this, but I don't say nothing about it. Just go in there and do what I do. And before they know, to be like, how long you been doing this stuff? I said, a couple of years.
Yeah. Which, something that I always treasure, because when I'm learning, when I know something, I still, I don't say anything. Like you said, I just go in there and be like, oh, okay, this is how y'all do it. But this is how I'm finna do it. Better results, or maybe not, but however. So, okay, just want to put that out there. Question I had today is, how has your idea of what it means to be a dad changed over the span, your years of being a dad?
Well, to go way back with my dad, and he was always there. He always make the ends meet and work. So the work ethic is already in me for working. So I just like to, when I do a job or do something, I like to always put my whole self into it.
Right.
Because you got to always give your best just to do things the right way so people can appreciate it more.
Right.
So then being with the family, you want to put your whole heart into it. You want to make sure that you plant a good seed. So, when the seed come up, it'll be on good ground and you'll be able to learn from it.
Okay. And I know you spoke about granddad. I just want to thank you because we spent some time with him before he passed.
A couple of years.
Yeah. And I appreciate that because, he was there for us when we had moved, and I have memories of him. I'll never forget when I had a chicken pox and he put me in the chicken coop. Yeah, I would never forget that because I had an experience with him.
Right.
I was scared, and he was just I'll be back. And I don't like chickens now. Well, I eat them, but. So. Okay, so moving on to our next question. When do you feel the happiest when you're with your kids? And by the way, me and Plain Jane have the same father. People think we have different dads. But, yes, you do. When do we make you the happiest?
When everybody come over and we cut jokes, watch TV, let your mama tell us a story.
Oh, yeah. It's a story.
It's a story. And she'll know when to stop.
Okay.
But it's all good. I count it all joy.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so.
Well, that's good. I was talking to the fellas earlier, and I was saying how I love my mother, but I always make sure to like make you happy or make you proud.
Right.
Because we just have that relationship where it's just like
we go long way back.
Yeah,
37 years.
Child. Yeah. Were you excited when you found out that I was coming in the world?
Yes.
And were you guys in Germany then?
I was in Germany, Bevenhausen. Mm-hmm. It had like 3 or 4 false alarms. We'd go all the way to Wiesbaden on the train for like an hour on the train and come back. It was false, and go back again.
Oh wow!
But the third time, there you was.
Oh, I was having my crown moment, I guess.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm learning something new.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Then we were here, and then we moved. Where did we go?
You went to Texas.
Okay.
Fort Hood, Texas.
That's where Plain Jane or
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So
traveled a lot.
We traveled a lot, and it was real nice there, hot. Mm-hmm. Then we moved back, and then moved back to Germany, to Alaska.
Right.
Yep.
But shout out to Alaska.
Yep.
And even then, I remember you used to like take us. You had your own shop, your own business, and you would.
Yep. Attention to detail.
Yes, and you would pick us up in the morning, I guess, when we have school, and you would take us to 7-Eleven with hot dogs,
mm-hmm.
and we would sit on the couch and watch TV while you worked.
Yep. Yeah, I got the videotape where you and Judy were dancing.
Okay. I thought I'd be a choreographer. I don't know what happened, but okay. But even with that, like you made sure that we were around you and we saw that you worked. And me and Plain Jane, we are very, very hard workers.
Cause y'all see me work hard.
Yeah.
So y'all work hard.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can do more than one job at one time. So that's a blessing to do all that at once.
I agree, and to have your dad there to remind you of that. Okay. So what are some dad skills you would share with other dads?
Well, some of the skills is when you put your hand on something, always try to do the best, be the best at the things you do. Mm-hmm. Because if you can do your best, then nobody can say nothing about your bad stuff. They always look at the good stuff you do.
Oh, that's true.
But don't do a lot of talking. Mm-hmm. Just do a lot of action.
And that's all. Yeah, even with dads, they should do more action.
More action, because anybody can do it. Anybody can talk to the game, but can you play the game?
Right.
So a lot of them can't play the game, but they can tell you all about it, but they don't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
Physically doing the work.
Right. And when you say, I think about when we were growing up, how when mom bought the house and then you guys moved here and then you came to us and you were like, hey, I'm going to move out. And I was like really mad at mom.
Right.
But then you moved like 5 minutes away and you were still there.
Yeah, they don't just see the road.
Yeah. And you were just like, no, I was like, you're not going to be here anymore. And you was like, yes, I am. I'm going to be right down the street. And I was like, looking at mom with a side eye, like, oh, it's your fault. But you explained it to me that you wanted us to grow up in a home where it was fairness and it was to justify that, you guys weren't married.
Yeah, we're married, so it's not right.
Right, which I do appreciate. Even when I was in my relationship for like 10 years, we didn't live together, and that was because I respected what you taught us was like, that's not right.
Right.
And again, I've always tried to live up to your expectations, which are very high. But
you're doing great.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Very good.
You've always invested in me, so I'm thankful of that. I was letting the guys know that, growing up, I would come to you guys for money or funds, but you always say, like, what can I do to help you make money? Right. So I really appreciate that.
I try.
Yeah, thanks. You're doing a wonderful job, by the way. I appreciate it. And my last question is, when did you realize you were crowned? So when was that moment where you were just like, this is what I'm going to do? Whether it's for us or for yourself?
Well, I like to make sure my family provided first. Mm-hmm. Back in the days, I thought think about myself, do stuff myself, self. But now it's not all about me no more. It's about other people. Right. About you, Julia, Buddy, your mama. I make sure I take care of y'all first. Right. Then God take care of me. Right. So that's what my best moment is now, knowing that what was my real purpose in life. And that means to take care of family first.
Right.
So take care of your family take care of you.
Right.
So that's what I try to do, and most time they'll work out pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you going through that transition where you had, gave your life to the Lord and got saved, and you had threw all your Jordans away and all your music,
everything.
I was like, what is he doing? And now it's added back to you.
Yeah, I got a few pair of Jordans.
Yeah. Nobody knows we call my dad Mr. Jumpman, and we just leave it at that. But yeah, but yeah, I remember the whole transition. Again, you stick by your word and said, this is what I'm going to do for my family and for my kids. And again, to me, that's a choice to make.
Yeah, like I said before, I used to always tell y'all tell me, Dad, when you come to church? I said, I come when I want to come. I don't want to come to church. But God said, no.
Right.
You coming to church. So that was back in 99.
Yep.
Back in April. Back in March. I thought I was gonna die. I thought I had a panic attack, all kind of stuff going on in my mind.
Yeah.
That was the trick of the devil, but I couldn't see then because he already had me.
Right.
So God said, okay, I got some plans for you. So God saved me. I tell him I always serve him. That's my life.
Yeah.
So I'm here now, 20 years later.
Yeah.
I'm still going to church, still love God.
And I appreciate that because I think that was a moment I always talk about with Mom. I didn't really know who Mom was until I was 14, and we had I think she was diagnosed with lupus, and that's when she had to stay home and hang out with us, whatever. But with you, it was when you got saved because you were more in our lives.
Right.
You were teaching us to do the right thing.
Right.
And again, that's a choice because you could just be like, well, y'all over here, I'm over there.
Right.
But through prayer and then just saying, regardless of what happened, this is my dad.
Right. God did it.
Yeah.
And God get all the credit. Ain't nothing I do. I just ask God to guide me and show me and give me wisdom.
Right.
And understanding how to do things concerning my wife, my daughters, my grandkids, everything to do right now. I put God first.
Yes.
So he give me a little guidance to show me how to do stuff. And
I appreciate that. And that's like you say, your crown moment, especially when you hear God just be like, hey, you know what? I got you. Take care of your family. I'll do the rest.
Yep. So he's been blessing me with jobs and good jobs and paying jobs. And I mean, I know he's going to bless me with my own business soon. So it's all good.
Why not? Okay. Was there anything else you wanted to share with us today?
Just when you do something, put your heart in it and let it go.
I think that, because that's how I am. I'm really passionate about whatever I do.
Yeah, you do a good job, Becca.
Thank you.
I mean,
it's not about me or things.
I mean, the cooking.
Oh, thanks.
Yep.
Don't tell people I cook. I don't want to be doing potlucks at work. So I'd be like, I don't know what I'm doing.
All right. That ain't true.
I know. But if nobody knows, me and my dad are very both not antisocial. We just don't socialize a lot.
No,
so this is a great experience for two antisocial. No, it's not. It's not at all. We just like to work and be creative and be in our zone.
Do what we do.
Right. So I appreciate you coming out of your comfort zone for me to come out of my comfort zone to speak with you today.
No problem.
Thank you. This has been Crown Talk. Thank you for listening to Crown Talk, and I hope you enjoyed part 1 of Crown Talk, and now here's part 2. Welcome to Crown Talk. It's just you by myself. Okay, hold on. The AyeAye meeting presents Crown Talk. I have the wonderful Robert, the creator, here. And I have Tyron here.
What's up?
Who's also a creator as well. So, I wanted to do something with you guys for Father's Day. I believe that positive light needs to be shined on Father's Day. So, here we are. It's really weird on my co-host here. I'm just getting used to it. I was really ready for someone to yell out something. Don't know why. But welcome to Crown Talk. Robert, do you want to introduce your family to us? Or why are you here? Well, you're here because I invited you. But, okay, go ahead.
Okay. As Crown?
Yeah, Crown Re'Becca.
Crown Re'Becca mentioned. Robert Johnson. I have 2 beautiful little girls. They just turned 1 year old in March.
Wait a minute, I'm sorry. I met them a couple months ago, and they wasn't 1 at the time?
They were.
Okay.
They were.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's like they're older than 1 when I was talking to them. And they were like, hey, and I was like, hey.
Yeah, they're 1, and they're just awesome. Two little girls. They're starting to get into stuff. Actually, today, the oldest twin got locked into the dresser by the youngest twin. And
wait, they did a setup?
yeah. So
wow.
they've learned how to take stuff out of the dressers now, so we have to try to block them. So the oldest just took all the towels and stuff out, and I guess she got in it to see what is this about.
Yeah, what's going on over here?
Just pushed it, and my wife was like, she heard muffled screams.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, okay, well.
That type of stuff happens all the time with my lovely little girls.
Never a boring moment, I'm sure.
No.
Oh, okay.
Not at all.
Oh, and we have Tyron here, you and your family.
Yes. I have 2 handsome little boys. I got an 8-year-old who's something serious. And I got a newly 4-month-year-old.
Which I call him Baby Simba.
His nickname is Baby Gangster because he is something serious of a gangster.
Yes, if anybody don't know, me and Tyron are good cousins, and his kids are basically my close kids as well.
Pretty much. Definitely.
Yes. Every time I see the oldest one, he gives me a speech about how he does to see me all the time, and I'm like, humble me. So appreciate it.
Honestly, I really feel like my oldest one, he will really put a lot of people in their face.
Yeah.
Including myself. He definitely speaks his mind when it comes to his feelings.
Why not?
He speaks his mind.
He has nothing to lose.
Right.
He don't have anything to lose.
He's like, I'm 8, I got nothing to lose. My dad got my back.
Yeah.
What's up?
That's
it.
I got some things to get off my chest. Been thinking about since I clocked out of school. Yeah. Understandable. I get it.
And one fun fact about my son, he's a dancer. He loves to dance.
I actually saw him for the talent. Well, I saw the video of the talent show for Old Town Road. He's so cute. Killed it. Just did the whole dance.
I'll show you the video. I'll show you the video. But man, I wasn't there. Sadly, I'm at work.
Yeah, balance
all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely he had his whole cafeteria crew, the principal, everybody going wild for him. Like everybody cheered him up. That's what he likes. He likes the center of attention. He likes all the attention.
He does.
He's the attention seeker.
But he's a good dancer, so it works out. Not like he's like a bad dancer. He'd be like, let's give him some attention. Not the best, but what the church people say, look at the baby. So
this is hard.
Yeah, that's his time. I'll find something else to do with his time. But when I saw the video, dance, but wonderful. Okay. So again, I had the blessing to have my father in my life. I feel like it's very important for fathers to be in children's life. But I also feel like growing up, I'm learning that it's like a choice now, and you have to make that choice to be in your child's life. So I want to just bring you guys here because I know you both made choices. You didn't be like, I'm going to pack up this one bag and I'm going to go get some milk and I might be back, might not be back.
Might not come back.
So, which I've had that issue with my dad before my parents they were married, then they got divorced, and then they got married again. Second time they got married, I knew who my dad was at the time. Okay. So I just wanted to, regardless of that, he was still like in my life. So, but I'll talk to him later or try to get some more out of him. Okay. Yeah, I'll pray for that because I don't know. I'm just gonna get yelled at the whole time. The regular conversations, be like, "What?" You have to do that question for her. So a lot of editing, I'm sure.
It's from love, though.
Yeah, it's in there. Yeah. I know it's in there. Okay, so my first question today was, why do you think it's important to be in your child's life? Whoever wants to speak on that first.
I'll go first.
Okay.
So for me, it's important, especially with having little girls, because you don't always see the other side of the world. And not saying that females are like naive or anything. I don't want to put that out there. But it's some things that men think that they don't know. I feel it's important for me to try to at least keep them protected from that.
Yeah.
Also, I'm a firm believer of providing for my family.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what, I always want to make sure that I'm around for them. I know growing up, I didn't have a father in my life, so that's very important for me.
Right.
Now that I have my own kids, that I'm there to provide for them and kind of help them, not only with learning on the other side, but as well as knowing this side of the family.
Right. That's true.
That's a major thing also. So those are like some of the reasons why I think it's pretty important to stay around my life. Okay.
Did he take your words?
Yeah, okay. That was good. I feel like it's important for one, a kid's turnout. Because usually when a father isn't present of a child's life, especially I'm like you said, little girls, also for boys. Because me, kind of went that way too. Mm-hmm. You can have literally a switch turnaround, like a whole turnaround, like for events. You know, like you could turn around for the bad, you can go for the bad or for the good. I got a lot of friends, but I had a few friends and associates whose fathers wasn't in their life. Mm-hmm. So the decision they made was like, I don't want to say it was based on that, but somewhat.
Yeah, that history of it.
Yeah, know, that plays a big part into it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's important for me to be in my kids' life because, you know,
you love them?
That part, yeah. But I just want the best for them.
Right.
I'll put it that way. I just want the best for my kids. So I want to be there. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I want to be that role model. They fall. They got someone to look up to. Right. Know? I mean, not saying they can't look up to their mom, but I feel like the father still should be there.
Yeah, very true. Okay. Yeah, like I said, just me. I don't have kids. I always say God has not found me responsible enough to have kids, which I don't mind. It's okay. I have 2 animals. No, my animals are good. Okay. I'm gonna every time we have a moment, I'm saying this, as soon as I find out I'm retiring, I'm not gonna work anymore. What? Which I love working, so that's not gonna balance out. Yeah, as soon as I find okay, well, let me tell whoever. Yeah. I'm retired. I'm just gonna sit here for 9 months, an additional couple of years after that. So God knows. But that's not, So bless you guys' hearts again. I'm being rude. Sorry. So going on from there, I just wanted to know, how has your idea of what it means to be a man changed over the span of life? As far as like, you know, when you knew that the stork was going to drop off the baby versus what's going on now.
I will speak on this first because I was actually 16 or 17 when I found out my first child was coming. Mm-hmm. So and I was I'm gonna say I was a hot boy, but I was a street runner. So I was always in the streets. I was always out late. I was always doing stuff. I was that type of kid, you know. And we're kind of like, and finding that out and starting to take it more seriously, like, hey, like, bro, you actually got a whole other being, human coming in this world. Mm-hmm. A lot of your lifestyles and you gotta make a change. Right. You know? I mean, I could have just, kicked it all on the back burner.
Like you'd be alright.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And just kept doing what I was doing. Yeah. But I felt like that's not fair. It's not fair. I feel like, these kids are not, he wasn't asked to be brought here. Right. He definitely is, so it's not fair for me just to leave the scene knowing that I'm bringing someone out here who didn't even ask to be brought out here. Yeah. So that's when I kind of took that real major step into fatherhood. Like I really started taking it serious because not only that, I was still in school. I was only 11th grade.
So wait, you took it seriously while you were in school?
Yeah, I was.
Shout out to you because everybody's been like.
Yeah, I was actually the second of my class. Yeah. To have a child. Wow. I was the second person. So in like seeing the first person how she was a mom, and she till this day. I ain't gonna say her name, but to this day, she's still rocking it as a mother.
Yeah, women go to my mode like that. That's why I got like on
and with me, and like it was pretty hard. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. Going to school, still trying to provide for a child that's not even here yet. When we're not even having a job, that was hard. And literally, I felt like school was the main thing because I feel like if I can get through school, right? I feel like my kid can have
and it's a story to tell. Like, I can do it because I went through this, and you don't know what they're going to go through when they get older. Right. But you got this example of I still push through. Right. Yeah. And other great thing about it is I ended up graduating. I still walked across the stage. Great. Had a whole child out here. Yeah. Mind blowing. I had a child in high school because you know how your parents say, "Oh, I had you." Stuff like that. You brush off the shoulder until it actually happened to me, and it was like,
oh yeah, this is real.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about.
Yeah, this is real. This is not play. This is real.
Yeah.
And ever since then, literally ever since then, my mindset about a lot of things has changed. Like a lot. Like the way I see people, the way I treat others, like even kids. I used to be a mentor for kids too.
Right.
You know, and having genuine talks with kids. My fathers too.
Yeah, and you have that experience now.
Yeah, and that still mind blowing. It's just I just think that was the biggest change ever that happened to me. Okay, well, Mr. Robert.
For me, it made me think more about the legacy. I mean, from a younger age, I always wanted to be like a creative person, somebody who had his own. But now, it's more so of, okay, I need to have my own for a reason.
Right.
You know, it's not just now a perking out my chest like, hey, I did this, I built this by myself.
Right.
And now it's like, okay, well, when I go away, God forbid it's soon, but I want to be able to have something for my legacy now. For my kids to have passed down, so they don't have to go through a lot of the stuff that I did.
Right.
If they choose not to.
Yeah.
So that was one of the things that I had to learn. Like when I was younger, I was actually helping raise my nephews with my grandmother. And why it did feel like parenthood at the time.
Right.
Actually being put in a position where, okay, besides your wife is not really another person you can say, okay, take this. I need to go off somewhere.
That's very true. Yeah.
So it helped me grow to another level. Because before I thought, yeah, I'm a grown man. I've been doing this since 17. I don't have a problem.
Yeah, I'm not taking care of your kids. These are my kids.
Mine, no, it's not like
can't drop them off.
I'm going to a party tonight. Just make sure they tucked in the bed.
You're right.
You can't do that. So it
that put you in the closet. Yeah.
Right.
Like, where you going, Dad? Nah, you're in the closet.
Okay, we're in the car with you. Ready?
Right. We're in the back seat already.
But, yeah. So that was one of the main things. Just actually having a legacy to leave behind. It's not just for myself. Also, the way people treat me. Like I've taken a lot more notice in that now because I have my children watching.
That's true.
And saying, okay, well, hey, I know my father and my mother, they actually had a lot more integrity in themselves. So it's not just a let people walk over you type thing.
Right.
You can still be kind, be humble with stuff, but at the same time, you don't just let anything happen to you.
That's very true. Because like you say, your kids are watching.
Yeah. So that's another thing that I had to learn as far as growing with having my kids now. Kind of brought it out of me a lot more.
That's what's up. When you said that about the kids watching, I thought about my dad had moved here from Alaska. He had like his own business, and he moved down here to be closer to us. But he does like car detailing. He's been doing it for like forever. But when he got down here, he had to like look for like a new job, and it's different when you're having your own and you're looking for a new job. But one thing I always remember him saying is that when he went to apply, he would act like he knew nothing. That way, people would like underestimate him or like think that he knew everything.
Yeah.
And I always took in that. Even growing up, but like, when I can know everything about the situation, but I just look there like, I don't know nothing.
Right.
That when I do spit my little bars or whatever,
I
already know what's going on. And because like, that's always been like a thing, like you said, like we watch, our parents and certain things that we do carry as a trait. And the other thing is just like, that's an option. But, we're watching, kids are watching me basically. So.
Right. All the time.
Yeah.
Literally all the time.
He's like, where did you learn that from? You.
Literally.
Yeah.
I actually, I watched a podcast called The Ground Up Show with Matt Villa. And he had a financial person that was on there. And he mentioned even like the way we think about finances.
Yeah.
Parents, like he was saying, it's like money don't grow on trees when it's time to buy something, things like that. So that kind of helped me out.
I haven't heard that in so long.
Yeah,
which is common sense, but I haven't heard people say that.
I say that to my son all the time.
All the time.
Money do not grow on trees. I tell him that all the time. Now it's getting to the point to where he says that money doesn't grow on trees.
Yeah.
Right. You're right. Yeah, like I haven't heard that saying in a long time.
Let me not buy this then, bro.
Right. Tell myself that time to go shopping. There's no wrong trees, sis. Okay. When do you feel the happiest when you're with your kids?
The
closet thing has been funny to me, but go ahead.
Their grandmother watches them now because I recently started back in the real world of working.
Oh, welcome in.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is.
I'm trying to push through. But so when they first see me now, either when I'm getting them out of the car or when they're in the house and they're waking up from their nap, like that first run. When you're stretched out.
Yeah.
They're barely wobbling trying to get to you. You know, then when you pick them up, they just lay down on you like, hey, what's up, Pops?
Like, I know you had a long day.
Yeah, that's like the best time for me. I can just sit and hold them for the longest. But usually they're like, all right, we fucked it up. I want to go play now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
I can relate to. Like literally, mine's almost like yours. Mine is like, especially my oldest. Like sometimes he may not show a little. Like, Daddy, I love you sometimes, but when he do, is like, I really appreciate it. Because like, for instance, come home from work, how was your day? Like, just hit.
Wait, does he ask you that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
He cares.
He asked me how my day is, because me and his mom, he go to school every day and ask him, how was your day? What did you learn?
Yeah.
So, when I come home from work now, hey, Dad, how was your day? What did you learn?
Right.
I'll tell him, how my day was, and then he sit with me. And now for my youngest, it happened on the way here. When I was leaving, like I was telling him, he heard my voice, he gets up.
Right.
Heard my voice when I came in the house. He woke up from his nap, instantly smiled.
Aww.
That warms my heart so much. And then the last thing is when I see them two together. Because my son, my oldest, he's very, very protective. Very protective. So me seeing him hold him, even feeding him, playing with him, even talking to him, it's like, it just warms my heart so much. So I'm like, that's happiness right there.
Right.
That's, for one, that's brotherly bonding. And second, that's my happiness. So
right.
It's like, wow.
Like, look what I created.
Right.
Which is love when you think about, like, you created love on 2 feet, basically.
Right. Which is crazy, though.
Yeah.
But that's my happiness right there. Seeing my boys actually care about me and care for each other.
Wow, that's great. Again, I don't have kids, so I have to relate to whoever children I know. But my nephew, he like randomly be like, I love you, TC. And I'd be like, what's wrong? Because I always feel like this bad for to happen. I don't know why. I was talking to him earlier talking like affection. And like, I'm not an affectionate person. I'm learning how to be. But like, he like run up and hug me. I'd be like, what's going on over here? What you gonna do? He's like, I just want to tell you I love you. And I'd be like, oh, okay. I'm telling my sister, you might want to like check his room.
Yeah, you're still cautious.
Right. Check the text message out.
Just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, so I think that's wonderful that you guys believe that, a hug from a child is a good thing.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me know that.
Yeah.
He's like, I love you to see. What? Oh, no. What did you do?
You still want to keep that out.
Yeah, I do.
Just in case.
He's 11, so getting older, I was like, I think you're going to do something.
Yeah, they just give you a quick heads up before they do it. Like, I love you.
I was telling my sister, Plain Jane, what does that mean? He's like, he just loves you. I'm like, okay. All right, sis. Okay. So, are you where you thought you would be at the point of your life?
No.
Okay. That makes sense.
No.
I'm sure if I asked Jay-Z that, he'd be like, nah. And he's a billionaire, and it still wouldn't even matter. He'd be like, all right. But do you have, like, your goals? Or?
Yeah, to elaborate more. Like, of course, when I was younger, I had this huge plan laid out about by the time I get here, I'm going to have, my own business that's generating money will be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That, I still have stuff like with school that I still want to do and things like that. It's kind of, as mentioned before, when you first have your kids, like priorities kind of shift. Not to say that got put on the back burner, but some stuff took a higher priority.
Yeah.
So you can't say, okay, well, I'm going to go to work from 9 to 5 and then as soon as I get off, I'm going to school for the rest of the night.
No.
You're in school and you're like, I wish I was around my kids.
Right.
So, yeah, it'll happen, but it had to happen a little slower than I thought.
Okay.
Same thing, literally. Things happen. That's my slogan, literally. Like, every time you be around me all the time, just tell you things happen. Yeah. And things happen for a reason. Sometimes, no reason, but things
doesn't make sense to you at the time.
It really don't make sense, but as time go on, you start to understand, like, okay, this is why this happened. Yeah, you reflect, maybe like, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because personally, I'm not where I want to be right now. I didn't actually reach my goal, but it's okay though. It takes time. It's gonna take time. Like you said, sometimes you gotta put to the side because priorities come first. And my kids definitely come first. Right. And eventually, the hard work is gonna pay off. Yeah. I'm gonna get to where I want to be in life. Right. So I wanted to be an architect. That was something something I always wanted to, I want to go to school for. I went to school for 1 year for it, but then having a kid, trying to, like you said, going to work. In school, had to drop something, and I wasn't going to drop the job.
Yeah,
sure was going to drop the kid. So right. Drop the school. I can always go back to school. To get the degree for it.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, eventually, I will get there eventually. But right now, I will just take my time.
Because even when you're taking your time, you're still raising kids. Like, you're still working. It's not like you're just, like, sitting, like, a bump on a log and be like, oh, there goes the kids walking by.
Right.
It looks nice. What are you doing? Like, you're still, like, in the progress of it. And I love this conversation because this is my first time hearing, like, a father speak on trying to balance going to work and going to school and trying to... Normally, I'm speaking with him, but I'm saying with sex or anything. But, normally it's like that balance. But it's just nice to hear fathers trying to figure out that balance, too, because you're helping raising a child. And like you said, okay, the mother may be able to stay home and go, while you go to school, but it still has to be a balance of you going to work on top of that. So...
And that's what it was. I was working, at the time when I was going to school, I was working 15-hour shifts at the stadium.
Oh, how's that possible?
I really, well, that's a whole other story there. But I don't know how I managed it, but I was going to school. I was doing 15-hour shifts, 4 days a week at the stadium. And then on top of it, coming home to a kid, and then my fiance now. So it was like, woo!
Yeah.
How am I really going to balance all this?
Because your child doesn't understand where you've been. They just know that you're home now.
Right. So something had to drop. So I definitely dropped the school.
Yeah.
So I could still have an income for my family, And I'm here now. I'm still here now.
Well, thank you. Like I said, you're not you're still in the progression because you're raising children and you're working and you're balancing and then you have a fiance. Yes. So, and Robert, you have twins, so I'm sure when one is up, the other one is down. So it's not are they on the same time sheet?
Most of the time, yes.
Oh, okay.
But more often now, no.
Okay.
And they recently learned to wake the other child up.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So, like if they're in their separate cribs, the other one will go to the edge of the crib and probably throw a bottle or something at the other child. And start yelling like, "Hey, wake up!" They just turn one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's things that, like I was talking earlier, you just don't think that they're picking up on this, but they're learning like so rapidly now. That is just.
And see, I would have to retire and just sit in a room and just be like, what's going to happen right now?
Yeah. You do that.
See? I would just be staring at them like,
I think that was going to be what?
So she throws a bottle? Oh, okay, that's what happened.
Yeah, and they pick up and learn from each other, and it's just, it's crazy, but it's also looking at it as like, this is like magical. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's really something special to see. They're one and they're interacting with each other like this. Like when they're eating together, one just reaches to the other person's thing. Because like yesterday we went to Mellow Mushroom and they used my hand as a plate.
Oh, okay.
So one baby seen the other baby put the bread in my hand and she said, "Hey, I have bread." So she did it. And instead of picking back hers, she picked the other babies up and then the other baby was like, "Cool, I'll take yours now."
Aww.
And then they ate it and then they swapped again through my hand though.
Oh, wow.
Like, and they did it in sync. Like,
they learned the training system.
Yeah. And I'm like, what? Like, it just blew my mind. Something as simple as that. So, it's definitely.
That's not simple. I used to work at a daycare. That's probably the reason but yeah, like, they was like, every day it was like something new for them to learn. I'd be like, I'm just sitting here just observing. Right. There's nothing I can really, you want to know, like, what else can you do while we're sitting here? Yeah. It's weird. Not weird. It's like I don't know.
It's a certain feeling.
Yeah. It's just like,
feeling.
Yeah, these are my, love on two legs is what I would call children now. Don't nobody try to take that, by the way. Okay. So what are some dad skills you can share with others?
Oh.
Patience.
Okay.
I was just about to say, please have patience.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like a mother has all the patience because it's like a second trait for them. Them birthing that child is like this second nature for everything for them. But as a dad, I cannot stand crying.
Okay.
I had to. That's all I'm gonna say. But now
take a moment.
I'm a master at it.
Yeah.
I'm good at it.
Yeah.
The crying does not bother me no more.
And that comes from patience.
Yes. Oh, yes. A lot.
Okay.
But I would definitely say, on my end, in my opinion, patience should be a major key, though.
Major keys.
I don't think, in my opinion, a lot of fathers probably deal with this, especially if they're coming home from work.
Yeah.
Then you got to deal with the crying, the yelling. You just got to deal with it, man. You just got to deal with it.
Yeah, I never felt the need when I was younger to go to my dad when I was crying. He was like, "Don't come over here."
I go along.
Well, my mom was probably the reason why I was crying, so I was just sitting in the corner like, I just can't go to anybody. So yeah, my mom, I always said that my dad is like my best friend because he's always like there for me. But I can always like just talk to him and just like no emotions whatsoever. He's like, this is what it is.
Yeah.
My mama and she's like, well, I think you should. I was trying to tell you how I felt. That's all.
I didn't want this.
Yeah, I didn't need the extra stuff, but right, I just. But again, I'll talk to him later.
Well, one other thing that I will say, learn to change the diaper very early. So, like with mine, they've learned to do everything except for sit still as soon as the diaper comes.
Okay.
What is wrong with that? I really want to know what's up with babies.
I don't know.
But not to speak on that, I interrupt. But was it yesterday when I was reading about how Love and John Legend and the Koala, they're putting more diaper changing tables in men's restrooms.
I actually seen one.
Yeah.
I actually used it too.
The diaper. Were you excited? Because I know that they don't really have them in men's restrooms.
It was funny. My fiance was like, "You need to go change your son." Like, we don't have a diaper table.
Yeah.
Changing station in the bathroom. Come to find out, the boy was like, "Oh, we do have one." I'm like,
it should not be like a shocking thing. It should be like natural. Like, I didn't think dads change diapers. Like,
right, literally one of their single dads out there. I'm pretty sure there are single dads out there. And I feel like that will actually be a good addition to a lot of companies, especially restaurants, because you don't look on that, right?
Right. And I think they showed like a picture of a man like changing the diaper, but it was like the baby like on his lap, and he was like trying to maneuver.
That is hard.
And I was just like,
that's the worst.
Like, why not think about that? That made me. I was like, I don't know.
I'm telling you,
I don't know what to do.
Man, it was funny while I was doing it. In the back of my head, I'm like, what am I doing? Yeah, you're on my lap. It's not stable. You're moving. You're turning around. Diapers. And then diaper be backwards. Yeah, you know what?
Oh well.
That's like your mom and dad. My diaper be on backwards.
I think they're gonna put like 50,000, which I feel like it's not even enough, but it's like 50,000 statewide and in Canada for the diaper changing tables. I think it was just like a little bit more.
I think
because it's just thinking like 50,000 where? Like there's more than 50,000 restaurants. There's more than 50,000 in the malls. So
right.
Yeah, they were saying like they have like the family restrooms, but it's just like it's not.
Give the mothers a break.
Yeah.
Give the moms a break. So go ahead and go change that diaper.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put that change.
I know some dads be like, your child steak, and it's like, what you want me to do?
Because I know for me, first changing, especially my little girls, because that's what freaked me out the most. Is like, wait a minute, because you have to clean parts on a little girl.
Yeah.
But you don't think of what to do. It's just like around the elephant trunk and then the butt. That's it.
Right.
And it's like, oh. What's
just like,
like I'm changing, and my wife's like, did you clean her all the way? And I'm like, I wiped her, and then she'll go double check and be like, no, it's not clean all the way.
Huh.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So, it's
never thought about that.
It's funny. It's funny. Like
I'm learning so much.
When I first did it, I would say, because they would at first pee while you were changing them. So I was like, okay, well, the bill didn't bidet. And they're like, no, it didn't. And I'm like, oh. So I had to learn that and get adjusted to it because it's an adjustment. Changing boy diapers didn't say you have to change your girl diapers because you just, I don't know, it just feels awkward.
I didn't think about that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's my advice I would give.
Well, that's a good advice because I'm learning something. I don't even have kids, but excuse me, think about that. Did you have anything else?
Oh, one thing I learned. Even if you're tired, this is just something you can do as a father. Even if you're tired, if your child asks you to do one little thing, even play the game, watch him saw my post. Do a spin. Even watch him do a spin or a jump.
Yeah.
Please do it. Because later on, you may not think your child actually pay attention to that type of stuff. But your kids pay attention to every little quality moment that you spend with them.
It makes a memory for them.
You know, and that's something I'll say, you know.
Speaking of that, I did see that your son encouraged my nephew to jump off the 12 feet of the diving board. The diving board.
The diving board. Yeah.
No, I playing Jason in the video. I said, "What is going to happen?" And I said, "Oh my god!" And she was like, "She said when she got there, she was like, oh, y'all get my son down," and they were like, "He's been jumping off the diving board for the past 15 minutes."
I still jump off the 12 feet.
I can't swim.
I still haven't jumped off a diving board yet. I'm 26.
Yeah.
I still haven't jumped off one, and I don't think I'll will jump. Even though I see my son do it.
Right.
I'm bigger than him. I might happen to slip, you know.
That one slip.
One slip is over because it was certain things I see him do. My dad do it. I do it. It goes the opposite way.
And imagine being in an emergency room and they're like, "What happened? I was following after my son." I'm sorry, your son.
I jumped off the diving board. It happened right.
Yeah, you was following after your 8-year-old. What's going on?
I was following after my child.
Right. Like, who's here? Who's the child? So, yeah, when I see my nephew, because, when I hit play and I was like, oh, it was slow motion. I was like, oh my god.
That had to be the worst.
My heart jumping so high. Right. I was like, what's going to happen? I mean, I'm sure she would have called me. He was like, okay, but it was just like, what is he? Because I didn't know he could swim. So.
I believe it or not, my son is actually a great swimmer. Thanks to his mom, especially his auntie. His auntie definitely helped him swimming. My first time ever seeing him swim, coming home, this one where at GameStop. I came home from a tiring day from work, already stressful. I remember this day. Go in the backyard. Dad, watch what I can do. What? Swoop! Right in the pool. 8 feet.
I would have passed out.
Instantly. Mine went.
And that was, 8 feet. He was like, what? He was younger.
He was young, and he was definitely a beast at swimming. You talking about I had a panic attack. I got in the pool with him. Come to find out, he was good. So I got wet.
Right.
But he was good. He was definitely good. But it was just the fact that he jumped in 8 feet by himself, and he was just so cool with it. He's like, "Damn, what I do? I've been swimming all day." Swoop.
See.
Yeah. What? Oh,
I'll be
okay,
up there with Fred Sanford. I'm coming to join you Elizabeth because this is not stuff like that. Okay. Do you want to share any other moments if I ask the last question of CrownTalk?
It's not really a skill. It's just a bit of advice. Silence is definitely something you should go check on. Because like my... Yes.
I'm laughing. I'm thinking about every time me and my sister was quiet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Is deadly.
Oh.
You
have 2 kids.
Yeah. So, like, I have the oldest.
How is she the oldest? Let me ask you that.
I like a few minutes.
Okay.
So they both love water. I'll say that. So anytime we make like bath water for them or something, they now discover that toilets have water. So they will both go play around the toilet and be as quiet as a church mouse.
How?
But you'll just hear.
Okay.
Oh, so that, and then also because before we had like a basin that we would wash them in.
Yeah.
And if they see the basin with water, if we put it down to go get like a rag or anything, they're already trying to dive in.
Yeah.
Clothes and everything. Even if it's like a little small container of water, they will take it and just dump it on themselves.
Oh, okay.
And then they'll play around the carpet.
They want to be mermaids.
Yeah. They love water. And also, they love opening containers and eating the contents. And
so, they're on a different food schedule.
Yeah, like cocoa butter has been eaten.
Oh, okay.
A whole jar of like cocoa butter was just open, and we were like, "Why does it smell like chocolate?" And then the oldest twin came out with cocoa butter all over her mouth, and it was fun times because you're reading the contents like, "What's all in this?"
Right.
Freaking out.
Like, where should I put you in the hospital, or are you gonna be okay?
Should I make him vomit? What am I doing? But yeah, silence is something that you should definitely investigate as soon as you notice it, because crazy stuff will happen.
Wonderful skill.
Yeah,
definitely.
Huh.
Also, building that bond. Just building that bond. Period. Just build a bond with your kids.
Yeah.
all fathers out there who have kids, just try, even if you're going through things, still trying to build that bond.
Mm-hmm.
And trust.
Yeah.
Trust.
Mm-hmm.
Bonding and trust. And respect.
And like you said, the key word is try, because it's like, if you try to be a father, then what's the downfall of it? Like, you can come, because I remember my dad, growing up, we used to have family meetings, and I think I was like, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I told my dad stuff like I was like, you don't do this, you don't do that. He was like, okay, I'll change. And it's like, he's a grown man, he doesn't have to change. Mm-hmm. He used to be like, that's just what it is. Yeah. Well, but he was like, I'll communicate with you more, and that's what he's been doing. He's still like trying to improve being a father, and he's in that age. He could be like, well, that's good to know. Thanks for your opinion. Right. Moving on. Anyway, it's like you said, trying, and then having that bond and that trust, and checking on silence.
Definitely silence.
I have 2 animals, and whenever King is like extra quiet, what are you doing?
Like, what's going on?
Yeah, we have had. I know he's an animal, but toddler moments has always been. Oh my gosh, just So I understand. So I was like, yeah. And even me and my sister growing up, when we were quiet, it's normally something was going down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, haircuts or black eyes. And
definitely beware when they're older. Definitely check on silence when they're older.
I'm sure.
My son's doing some crazy things.
What you?
Yeah, well, too quiet back then.
No, but
yeah, now you have the technology and
also to piggyback off of the trust thing.
Yeah.
I will attest my 2 oldest nephews. I helped raise them as well. Mm-hmm. One is 18, one is 17. They're both having a birthday on the 27th and the 28th of this month.
Wait, they're back to that?
They're back to that. Yeah.
All that's why you got twins.
So you have that. What's up? The oldest is the 27th. The middle child, he is 17, going on 18. He's the 28th. And then my youngest nephew, who is, I believe, 15, he's also on the 28th.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't know how my sister had that magic happen.
That's some magic.
But it happened. Mm-hmm. So to piggyback off the trust thing and also trying to build a bond, I have my nephew come to me now and tell me, hey, do you remember way back when you let me play your PS2? Because I'm huge into games and like fantasy type stuff.
Yeah.
So he's like, remember way back when you bought Dragon Ball, Budokai, whatever, and you let me play it? And I'm like, yeah.
Remember some Dragon Ball Z fans in here?
My nephew hat. And I'm like, I don't remember that at all. And he's like, yeah, but it was awesome. And I'm like, cool, that's what's up. You know? And then like with trust, like I tell my wife all the time, because the 17-year-old stay with us. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm gonna talk to him about stuff, even about like growing, your body changing.
Yeah.
When you start girls, you know what I mean? Like
holding
honest conversations with them about it, because even out in the streets, they're talking.
Yeah.
Like they are grown adults, even if they're 12 or 13.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you rather give them something that you know is factual and true.
Right.
Than them try to figure out what another 13-year-old doesn't know.
Yeah, God bless.
Right, and then something terribly go wrong. Mm-hmm. Then y'all open deep.
Yeah, because you don't even. You're like, well, what happened?
Yeah, you just too deep at that point, because these streets have no love and no filter.
Yeah. You don't. Unfortunately, like you said, you will tell them the right way to do it, and hopefully that stick with them. Yeah. Versus when they go out with their friends and be like, "Have you Googled this lately?" You're like, "What the heck is this?"
Always the peer pressure. Always the peer pressure of friends, and I always thought that was a myth, but
and it takes a while, because the first time you do have that talk, they're going to brush it off, and then hopefully they'll come back to you and say, "Hey, remember when you told me this? I didn't listen, and it happened." So next time you tell me, I'm going to kind of be a little bit more. And it takes a few times from
right,
but
and now I can relate to that, because my stepdad always told me the truth. And here go me, not want to listen, because I'm thinking I'm big bad.
Like you know everything when you're like 17. Yeah.
Right. I know everything.
I experienced life. I'm hard.
Hey, Dad, this happened. It did not go right. It made left 3 times. So how can I do to fix this?
Right. Like now you want to come with the fix.
The hardest thing having to come back and say, hey, I didn't listen, and it blew up in my face too. This. Right. And then you got to hear the talk about, now you want to talk.
Right. I get to my mom, but yeah, my dad, Oh, I always felt like I could just come to him and he'll just tell me like I said, like just straight up like what it is. Mm-hmm. But I'm appreciative of that because I've always wanted. I love my mom to death, but me and my sister know like who's favorites and who's favorites. I'm my dad's favorite. Just what it is. It's okay. We figured it out.
You accepted it.
Yeah, we accepted it. This is what it is. But I've always made because he always been in my life. Made the determination that I would always like make him proud, and I would always be thoughtful of anything that I do, even grown, to be like having like okay, does my dad approve?
Yeah.
And I know like people grow up and they just be like, well, I'm grown or whatever. Things happen. You still have to go back to your parents like, you know what, you were right.
Yeah.
I don't like that you were right, but I need you to fix it out. But yeah, like you still have to go back. So that was one of the important things I wanted you guys to be here, just to have that, like I was coming around to say that it is important to be in your child's life, because like in my situation, my dad, I knew he was there. And so it was the fact, I'm sure that when your kids grow up, they'd be like, oh, you know what, I want to make sure that because my dad was there, I want to make them proud of us.
Yeah.
My mother, love her to death. She's going to be proud of me regardless. I can be horribly at singing and she will still go buy my album. Yeah. I support you. My dad be like, you know what? That's not for you. Maybe you can play an instrument or something. Yeah. I don't know. He actually invested in my crocheting business when I first started. Because he was like, because my dad, he believes like in hard work. Mm-hmm. Like in order to get money, you have to work hard.
Right.
And true. Even now, like, I do borrow money from my parents sometimes. But even now, he just be like, you know what? I don't want to give you this money for you to have to give it to me back. So what can I do towards your business? Yeah. That way you're not giving it back to me. So, this is mindset. I know he told me, I was like, oh, Dad, I started to cry. I know to cry. I was like, okay. So, but, like I said, we'll have a silent moment with him. What else for him today? Oh gosh. Okay. So moving on from there, the question I asked all my guests, only had 2 so far, but moving on. When did you realize you were crowned? Because I believe everyone is crowned. I believe you have that moment when you're just like, you know what? I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to do this. I may have fallen or whatever. Just that moment you just feel like, I got this. Even if it's like for 10 minutes. Then the world crashes down.
I could see the moment I was crowned, literally. Even with a halo.
Yeah.
After my car accident. My really bad car accident. Lost memory. A lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff happened within that car accident last year.
Right.
On the 26th, it'll be a whole year since my car accident.
Oh.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I forgot. They didn't know who I was.
Wow.
I didn't know who my kids were. I really didn't. I didn't know who Gail, I didn't know who Linky was.
Yeah.
I forgot everything, so, but for me, that I could, gain that strength back, so, it even gave my memory back.
That's important.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And still was able to still do things I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I'm better. I'm no more therapy, nothing like that.
Great.
No walker, no wheelchair no more. So I feel like that was my crown moment. That was a tough battle. That was a tough battle, but I conquered it.
But did you feel like you knew that this is what I have to do? Like I have to just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just can't kick the bucket. I got kids out here.
Right, because they still uncomfortable. You be like, hey, you're my dad.
Right. You know, and I think what really pushed me to really keep going, because my youngest wasn't even born yet, was seeing my son cry when he saw me, because he thought I was playing about the car accident. When we took him to see the car, and I was like, I'm limping, but I'm here,
Right.
And I started remembering him and stuff. That's at that moment, it was like, okay, I gotta get out. Whatever's going on with me right now, what's going on with my head and all that, I gotta get that situated.
Yeah.
ASAP, because I refuse to not know who my loved ones are.
Right.
I refuse to be. I'm not even gonna say I refuse to be handicapped, because sometimes some people can't help it.
Yeah.
In that point of time, I could have been handicapped probably for life, because I lost my memory, But at the same time, I would still say I refuse.
Yeah.
I was not going to give up. And I kept pushing myself, and that's one thing about me. I was trying to push my limits. I'm not the person who settle. I don't like to settle.
Yeah.
I like to push my limits. I like to see how far I can go until my body quits or whatever quits. I'm tired or whatever. That's me. And I push my limits to the point to where I'm here now. I'm still here. I'm still standing, still laughing. I'm here with y'all.
Wonderful. Appreciate it. Wow. That's a blessing and a crown moment.
So yeah, that's my crown moment.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
That's what's popping, man.
Thank you.
Mr. Robert, the creator.
For myself, will probably be this year.
Mm-hmm.
As well, not everyone, but a lot of people know. Well, not even a lot of people. A few people know. I was unemployed from October of last year until 2 weeks ago, actually. So during that time, to be able to say, okay, well, I'm going to find a way to manage finances, to not have to borrow money from anybody, to be blessed enough to keep everything as it was before.
Right.
I was not working, either through building my own stuff up, because I want to be in graphic design. Right now I'm in IT, but trying to get into the graphic design field, it was a little discouraging because I would do stuff and I would think it would be the best ever.
Right.
Just to hear crickets.
Yeah. Exactly.
But recently what I've seen, it's a really big influencer and motivational speaker that I follow. And I was actually doing like videos and stuff and doing the graphics for work for myself with my clothing line that did not take off well. So thinking, well, it's probably my stuff because in my mind I was doing stuff that was a little different.
Right.
That wasn't kind of the norm of what people were doing for their videos. But seeing he actually did something similar months after I did it. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to say that I influenced him. I am going to say that a person that does his social media stuff did follow me on my clothing page.
You see.
For a while. And as soon as they stopped following me, the stuff that they started doing for their videos, their images and stuff like that is very similar to what I did. So that let me know, okay, for one, I'm able to do this at a higher level than I think possible for myself.
Right.
Because you have this person that's making millions of dollars a year using similar graphic styles that I use, that I did not see other people using.
Right.
Them before this.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a moment where I was like, okay, you know what? I'm a lot more crowned in this situation than I think.
Yeah.
And I actually do have the skills and the talent and the authority, should I say, to actually think myself in that arena.
Yeah, because you think about it, it's like people are watching you.
Yeah.
People are watching you, basically.
Yeah.
Right. Saying,
Even if you're not getting the acknowledgments or the accolades for it, you still don't know who's watching.
Right.
Who's actually being influenced by your stuff.
Yeah.
I had people who, when I was doing, because before I would do like the Life and Time video, where I would kind of do like a weekly talk about stuff that I was going through in my entrepreneurship. And I would have people come back and say, hey, you did this at the end of your video. I would ask a question and answer it myself as well. And like, because you did that, I also started asking questions in my video because I thought that was pretty dope.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? So seeing stuff like that, like here recently, these past few months, is kind of like, okay, I do have a little bit more.
You're onto something.
Yeah.
Well, you've been onto something.
Yeah, but I didn't see it. Of course,
right.
Because as humans, we want to be acknowledged a lot of times.
Yeah.
And to not have acknowledgement can be kind of like very discouraging.
That's funny. I'm trying to balance that out myself because I was talking to Tyron earlier, which I always talk about on the show. It's kind of it's natural to me, I guess, for creators to say, okay, I'm working 8 or 9 hours at the job, but when I come home, I can't create, or it's just like I can't balance it out. And sometimes you don't feel like you accomplish anything, and it's just like, I'm going to work, I need money.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want to make this, I want to do this. Because this week I was like, I can't make anything.
Right.
Today's Friday. Sis, what are you doing?
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, maybe I got overtime at work, which I'm thankful, Lord. But God, I just want to go home and like make something. Like, what am I doing here? So yeah, it's like a balance. And it's like the whole thing, like, okay, I'm not being appreciated. I'm not accomplishing anything. And I'm sure you guys are both creators. You create your hats and you do everything. But it's like, okay, if I don't do like one thing for myself, it just feels like you're not doing anything. It's like a balance you have to like balance out where it's just like, okay, at least for like maybe 30 minutes. I can start something. Yeah. And like I don't even have kids. So I can't even just imagine, children running around like, hey, I said when I got home, I got 30 minutes. What y'all doing? So I'm sure that's like a choice. My animal, for some reason, Royal goes outside like every 20 minutes. I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's so aggravating. But just imagine he doesn't. I can be home all day, and he want to go out like every 10 minutes.
Yeah,
aggravates my soul.
Yeah,
but I won't let him out because everybody knows I have a fear of backyards.
Okay.
And between the moles, Charles, I keep seeing the 10,000 lizards, and it's like a cat keep running around on my roof. So I was just like. I just want to sit in my room and like just crochet and y'all just leave me alone. A lot of issues over here. But I'm just saying to say, like you said, that's that crown moment when you're like, okay, regardless of that, people are watching you. Mm-hmm. You know, like your child's watching you even through what you went through last year. And then, you know, people are basically just taking whatever you have. Yeah. You're like, that's creative. Yeah. Let me just put it over here. You know? But like you said, you know what it is. And, you know, if you keep going, then, you know, you're going to get a spotlight sooner or later. Speaking to this. And so you've been doing everything with your hats now.
It's been on and off. It took a big break after my car accident.
I don't know. Tyron is a hat designer. Is that I'm saying it right?
Yep. Slowly going on to other stuff, but right now it's mainly hats. It started off. I just got this conversation, that topic that quick. But it actually started off as personal. It was just for me. Mm-hmm. You know, it was just for me. And out of nowhere, my fiance was like, "That's nice. You should start selling those." I'm like, no, this is my personal use. Mm-hmm. This is for me only. Mm-hmm. And then eventually, people start seeing me wear my hats in stores. Where'd you get this from? Who made this? I did. You sell them? No. They're like, why not? Right. I don't know. I mean, this was just for personal use.
For me, right?
Just for me.
I got 20 in the trunk.
Right. and then eventually, it kind of went down. It went from there. You know, it was very successful, honestly. I've been doing it for, technically about 2.5 years now.
Yeah, I remember I got my Star Trek.
Not
Star Trek.
Star Wars hat.
Yes.
That was actually one of the third hats I ever made, actually, for you. Yeah, that was third hat I ever made. Yeah. My first hat, I still have it in the house. Mm-hmm. That's as a reminder, like, this is where you started from. It's still up, and I'm surprised it's still up. But it's still up and good. I wear it almost every day, just about too.
That's technically your crown, if you think about it.
Honestly, right.
Y'all welcome. I'm just putting things in perspective.
and honestly, I really didn't think I'd get this far with it at all. Because first, it was just I was going to do a clothing brand, Diverse Era, which is still in the works, but it's not
in the works.
Yes, been postponed, so now it's things happen.
Yeah.
So I'm still slowly working on it, but I would never think that I'll be the one making hats and seeing my hats in people's stores, seeing my hats on people's Instagrams. You know? Yeah. So it's like that now. It's real decent now because I was like, I actually got some hats in a store right now.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
Yeah. Like I actually got some.
When people go window shopping, they be like, they window shopping my hats. Like,
that's such a good feeling too. And then of course, lovely people, including yourself, always sharing my posts. Like I actually furthest I had a hat ship was in Wisconsin.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good feeling because somebody in Wisconsin is like.
Yeah, it was actually a family member too. I was like, what? And then on top of it, then it was someone. Then my mom had one sent. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I think she had the hat sent to me. Because I sold it to her. Mm-hmm. I don't know why she bought it from me. It was literally given to her.
Son, yeah.
Still gave me the money, but
you're fine.
Gave the money right back. Mm-hmm. But literally, she ended up shipping it off to someone who wanted a hat that I never knew about. I was like, wow, cool. I guess you can do it myself. Yeah.
Well, Robert the Creator has his shirt line in that card. I was not sure to wear mine today, but I wore it last week and I got makeup on it. But I'm gonna stop it. But he has the educated shirts and the
I have educated for the culture. I have a few other ones that I'm trying to work through. Okay. Right now, I'm trying to get finished with the rebranding.
Wonderful photo shoot, by the way. I was there.
It was a great photo shoot. It was a really dope time. We had some technical difficulties with some of the stuff.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna push through it, and we're gonna find a way to make it work still.
Okay.
Actually, it was funny because I spoke with you about it. Yeah, gave me some encouragement about keep going to it and persisting. And today when I woke up, it always happens. Like I seen this thing with Chris Duke. I watch a lot of stuff, and try to take in a lot of information. So
yeah,
pardon me for always bringing that up.
No, you're fine.
But
people writing it down.
with Chris Duke, and he mentioned that a good way when you're creative to kind of solve problems is in your subconscious. So I say that to say today when I woke up, I actually thought of a way that I can kind of flip some of the photos that got messed up to kind of go with the brand and the theme that I'm using. Because if you haven't visited the site recently, I'm trying to do like a retro lifestyle type feel. Right. One of the things that I'm using is Polaroids. Oh, okay. So some of the photos got kind of messed up with the white bounce. Oh, okay. So I'm like, okay, well, I have a way that I can flip it that I'm thinking of. I'm going to try it today with kind of like adding a little more green to it, adding some of the sunburst from the side. Ooh. To kind of make it like an older, faded Polaroid. Yeah. And see if I can use some of that for marketing as well. So we're going to make it work. Yeah, it's going to work out. Yeah. They don't have a choice. So yeah, that's what's going on now. But once I get that figured, then it'll be on to getting some more designs out. I actually did like a community design where I put something up on Facebook and kind of had people like voting on a poll, like, okay, well, we have these two designs we're going to do like the most with color, layout and stuff. Yeah, you did. And like it actually did a lot better than I thought it would with voting. That's good. So I want to, once I get that finalized, do like a limited edition for everyone who did vote in all of the votes, and kind of have like a little numbered shirt or item, maybe a card or collect thing for them. Ooh. So yeah, it's going. It's gonna go. Yeah. Yeah, I've been saying all this week, like, what is it I keep saying? Nothing I can do about that. There's not a choice. So either or. Nothing I can do. I woke up late. The sun keep coming out, sorry. It's aggravating the heck out of me. But I woke up late Friday. And I jumped up because my phone was dead. And I said, oh my God, what time is it? And I ran to the kitchen and I was like, it's only 7? Because the sun was out. And I was still kind of like late, but I'm blessed to have like a flexible schedule. But Roy was like, what are you doing? And I was just like, what time is it? And then when I woke up, I was like, you know what? All I could do is go to work. Like, I don't have a choice. Just stay home. Yeah, nothing I can do about it. At least I got like a 45-minute extra sleep. I mean, and just keep it pushing. Yeah. Push it through. Rick Ross. Right. Appreciate it. You know, I love me some Ross. Always playing in the trunk. That's the reason why I love loud music because of my dad. But yeah. Okay, so I think that's all I have today. Did you guys want to end off with anything? Y'all good or? No, just thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you. Thank you. I think it's dope what you're doing. It's good to see you branching off and doing Crown Talks as well as the AyeAye podcast.
Shout out to my co-host.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope seeing, other entrepreneurs and other creators in the city get together and do stuff. So
Thank you. Yes, I believe that we're all crowned, and that is my message. I watched The Crown on Netflix, the TV show about Queen Elizabeth. Okay. But a lot of stuff that she was going through, people go through all the time. And I was like, I don't see the difference in why we can't be crowned, or we can't crown ourselves. Or like you said, the small situation can just be that moment and be like, you know what? I don't have a choice but to keep pushing on. Yeah. And that happens all the time. Yeah. Like I said, I woke up late. I was like, I still gotta work. Still gotta get it done. Supposed to be about half a day. I'll be here at 6 o'clock. You know, I can do. It's a big time difference.
Have you listened to or read the I Can't Make This Up by Kevin Hart?
I read some of it. No, I listened to the audible. Yeah. And then I don't know what happened. I felt like I knew like the end of it, so I kind of like paused it. Yeah. Oh my God, I know he got famous. Yeah. So, but I'm gonna. And I kept laughing at my desk. You know, he's so funny. Yeah. So like it kind of seemed like a comedy sketch per se. Yeah. But because he's reading it and he's just like, yeah, I know about this over here. And he's just like,
especially when he starts talking about his father. And like, like second and third.
It sounded like he was talking about like we was doing this comedy stand up, and I was just like. It's too funny to be a book. But.
The reason why I asked though is because he had a part that he mentioned there where he said that every opportunity is a chance to either go right or left. Yeah. And that was one of the things, like going through his book, he mentioned like even through adversity that he faced, the way that you view it kind of affects how it can actually turn.
Yeah, because everything bad just ended up being good for him.
Yeah.
I see.
With the decision that he made. Yeah. But like you said, it could have been left over to what went right, and he had to make that choice.
He mentioned the part about being scammed, like out of a large chunk of change.
Yeah.
And then he could have just been defeated, and been like, all right, well, whatever, I'm done with this.
Right. Or all those felt TV shows that are playing on YouTube now.
Yeah. Still.
Yeah. I was like, is this Kevin Hart on here? That's my boy.
Yeah, but I see him today, though. Yeah. Standing above. Like that's real.
And that's why you say so positive. It's just like, what else can y'all do? Like I've been through every single situation.
Right.
So I'm just gonna call my bank account.
The whole affair thing. Like he flipped.
Did it so well.
And made a whole special about it.
Really did. And now, like, if you bring it up to him, like, you sound like the jerk and not him.
Right.
He'd be like, what? So, like,
what's up?
Yeah, like, what are y'all doing? Like, anything you're trying to talk about?
You know?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
See,
Wonderful.
another thing I could add on for all creators out there too.
Sure.
Don't be afraid to put your stuff out there. Really don't. Just throw it out there.
Oh, thank you. Talk to me.
Anybody. Yeah,
you're talking to me.
It goes for everybody. You know, even me, because I was shy, trying to put my hats out there. I was like, who wants a hat?
Right.
Like, who's really going to wear a hat?
Right.
Me, I don't know many people that wear hats. I mean, one of my brothers do.
Yeah.
Like, he faithfully wear hats. But it was like, besides my brother, who's really going to wear a hat? And come to find out, it was like, I wear a hat. I wear a hat. Oh, I take a hat. So it was like, oh, wow. You know, because I did have a fear about putting my stuff out there and then having it, booed or this.
Yeah.
Right? But I feel like when you do have your stuff booed or this, it gives you, to me, it kind of motivates me to actually want to put better product out there. Like,
right.
Okay, let me see where I went wrong with this first product.
Right.
Do a little tweaking, let's throw something else out there and let's see how that goes.
Just making sure that when you do, speaking to creators, when you do that, to take criticism from people that have the best in heart. Don't listen to everybody that be like, because they mess around, they be having like a different hat, and they be like, I like my hat.
Yeah.
You don't like hats though, but you got on a hat. Right. Not my hat, but you got on a hat. So yeah, I'm learning how to just throw it out there in the ocean and just see what happens.
Yeah. I remember, and I know this is going longer than you wanted to.
It's fine.
But I remember when I first did, what was the name of it? It's not the art walk that they had where it was like you can vote for stuff.
One Spark.
One Spark. There we go. I did One Spark 2014. I want to say.
Really?
Yeah, and I felt so like up in the clouds.
Yeah.
I had my shirts. People were coming through. They were like, "Oh my God, I love it. I want to take pictures with it. I want shirts and stuff like that." And all of that positivity was destroyed because one older lady, who's not even in my demographic, older white lady, she came in. She looked at my shirt. She started asking questions, like really, really snarky. And even when I'm answering, trying to say positive, she was like, "Well, your designs aren't all that."
I would have popped her.
It crushed me. Like this was like the second day.
Oh man.
And it was just like.
You have like one more day. It's like 3 days.
Yeah.
One more day to go. Be like,
I was inflated. I was hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was like, I want to back this all up and go right now. And my wife's like, what are you talking about? Like all these people that loves it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So
person.
Yeah. So you have to, as CrownTalk was saying, you have to actually learn to kind of weed through.
Yeah, like okay, so this is not for you. You want a bag or something? Like, what you want to do?
Right. You gotta put it out.
I'm so happy I was in there, Robert. I'm like, oh, excuse me. I'll see you in the bag. CrownTalk right now today.
Yeah, she called me like when I was by myself because they went out to pass out flyers and stuff. It was like it deflated me, man.
Yeah.
It sounded like she was stalking you.
Yeah, right.
Till you got my yourself.
I went to your wife. Don't worry, I got her. Follow her to the car. But yeah, that's still part of being creative and being like you said, you have to put your creation out there. Normally with that comes your emotions and comes your because I love doing photo shoots and I just take pictures because I like doing it and I be at home bored.
Yeah, I do that a lot. Like if you look on my laptop right now, I got pictures of just those random. I love taking pictures.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what came over me over the years, but I like the scenery of certain things.
Visions, you're a visionary.
This picture look good.
Yeah.
You post it.
Yeah.
Put like a really, really deep caption at the top and just throw it out there and see what happens. Yeah. So I'm learning how to do that. I love taking pictures. I think I posted one last week and I was like, let me figure out how to make this deep. But I'm like, if no one likes it, it's fine. I did my thing. If they do.
I'll say as long as you did your work.
Yeah.
Hands up. You're done.
Yeah.
Good.
I love this CrownTalk. Okay. So, thank you again so much for being here. I appreciate it. I am antisocial. Tyron knows that. So me sitting here, be in the corner trying to figure out my life like all the time. Yeah. But me sitting here and talking to you fellas, I really do appreciate you guys being here. This is my creative way of being social. So yeah, thank you again. And
thank you for having us.
No problem. Welcome to Crown Talk. They ain't meeting for this Crown Talk. I don't want my co-host giving me side eye.
She thinks she's getting negative.
They're gonna send a text message.
I am not a Beyonce. Right. I love them all. So thank you again, and this has been Crown Talk. And as always, please do not forget your crown. Right.